Hello there, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Having a lovely day or evening wherever you are. So let's talk a little bit about an important topic, which is craving as the root of all suffering. So the Buddha's first noble truth is that suffering exists, and the second noble truth is that the root of all suffering is craving and clinging, which in modern lexicon could be called addiction to anything. Addiction, craving, clinging to anything that holds you back from being your best self. It doesn't need to be drugs or alcohol. It could be sex, gambling, bad relationships, people who keep leaving you over and over again, your complaining, addiction to your negativity, to your lack of appreciation for your life, to your lack of gratitude, whatever. And I want to be very clear, this is going to be a firm video, and it doesn't come from any place of judgment. It comes from someone, me, who has been there, who has been through addiction to alcohol, to tranquilizers, addiction to complaining, to negativity, to panic, to being depressed, all of these things. And I got out of it, and so I know how to get out of it. And that's where it's coming from, is a place of love and compassion for you and absolute firmness against whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that you're addicted to that doesn't serve you. So when I talk firmly, I'm talking to your ego, not to you. So why do we keep doing all this shit? You know, why do we keep running in this hamster wheel of doing things that we know are destroying our life? Not only destroying our life and causing us suffering now, but chaining us to future days and future lifetimes of the same rebirth in the same cyclical existence, when freedom from that, when liberation from that is available to us. So these chains of the mind in Buddhist philosophy are called samyojana, which is like a mental fetter, an attachment that sits in your mind, causing you to do the same bullshit over and over again, going back to the same guy who hits you, the same woman who always cheats on you, the same drunken states, the same laziness, smoking weed on your couch all day long, whatever. And you know, it's not the same for everybody. So it's not about a moralistic viewpoint on what's right and wrong. Because for the person who never goes out and never parties and sits on their couch all day long sad, maybe what they need is to go to Las Vegas and, you know, go to the strip joint and get crazy and get drunk just to, like, change it up. Whereas the other person who's drunk all the time needs to quit drinking. You know, we have to tune into what our own individual problem is. We might be addicted to a relationship that's always overly emotional and dramatic and problematic. Or we might be addicted to people who are never emotionally available. So the manifestation of the craving, of what we do to reinforce our suffering, is different for everybody. But the nature of the suffering, the nature of the clinging, is always the same. Because although our life circumstances are different, we are all ultimately the same divine beings trying to live in this reality and achieve some kind of liberation and freedom, nirvana, paradise, heaven, from this nonsensical way of being. And until we get real about the bullshit that we're engaging in, we will never get free of it. And until we see that it's insanity to continue to do something that causes so much suffering and harm we never get out of it. And the reason we do it is because it reinforces our core sense of unworthiness. And I'll give you an example from my life. So here I am talking to you, living my dream. And it's interesting because I was in a pretty similar position about a year and a half ago. I had quit drinking, I had, everything was going great, and I was starting to do videos, I was starting to get good reviews, things were happening, but I still had that deep sense of undeservingness, that, oh, this isn't possible, what if people don't like it, all this stuff that we do. So what did I do? I went out on a 2-week bender and drank and created a whole series of problems in my life that took me the better part of a year to fix and get back to this position. And that's what we do. We fix things up and we get right on the point of freedom and success, and then we torch it all. We sabotage ourselves and we flush the whole fucking thing down the toilet, and then we have to start again. We get free of the relationship and then we go back. We get free of listening to our mother tell us what to do all the time. We get firm with her, and then we stop, and then we start listening again, and we're right back in the same trap. So we have to be vigilant and real and humble enough to know that our addictive clinging tendencies will always be there. Whatever that Achilles heel, that weakness, will always be there. So it's to be respected and known, because that is sort of your karmic issue in your life. And even when you get free of it, like me with alcohol, I'm still respectful and mindful and humble enough to know that at any point, all of this amazing dream that I'm living can easily be gone if I don't follow my samaya, my cosmic vow to myself, to my teacher, which is to not drink anymore. That is my vow to myself and to the divine. And it's a small price to pay for living a life of happiness and joyfulness and fulfillment. So get real. Get off this video and take an action. Sit down and write down whatever comes to mind right now about what are the 1, 2, 3 major, most biggest things that you need to change. Your biggest things that you cling on to, McDonald's, your terrible husband, whatever, that you need to get out of your life. And then figure out how you're going to do it. And for God's sake, if you need help, hire a coach who can help you with it. Go to rehab. Do something. Message me if you need help. I wish you all the best. Get out of your suffering. Bye.